Hey guys, it's Tanner, and today we are literally one day away from the iOS 16 reveal in Dub, which is WWDC. So I have some leaks and rumors on what could be coming in iOS 16, the device support list, and so much more. So first, let's discuss the device list and what is going to be supported and if you're going to be supported or not. So first of all, we know that iOS 16 is going to support the iPhone 13, 13 Pro, and 13 Pro Max. So that's very basic. It's also going to support the iPhone XS, XS Max, iPhone 10. It's also going to, I think, and my prediction is that iOS 16 is going to support everything down to the iPhone 7. I believe that iPhone 6S, 6S Plus, and the iPhone SE first generation will not be supported by iOS 16. They've supported it for 7 years, which, let me tell you, it is very impressive. Next, we have a news report from Mark Gurman, a very reliable source, on what we could be seeing in iOS 16. So, the first thing we could be seeing is an always-on display. We know we've wanted an always-on display for a long time, and we've never gotten it. Apple is actually gonna release this with the iPhone 13. As you can see, the iPhone 13 has this smaller notch to make it, and the 13 Pro has the refresh rate of 120 Hz, which makes it perfect for always on display. It is rumored that we will be getting always on display, but it won't be on the iPhone 13 models. It'll only be available on the iPhone 14 models. Now, we've been wanting an always on display for so long, but that is not all Apple is planning. According to Mark Gurman, we are going to be getting more enhancements to this lock screen. Sure, this lock screen's fine, but it's very basic. Like, widgets on the lock screen would be very nice. And there's so much stuff Apple could do with the lock screen that they are not doing. So I hope Apple implements a better lock screen. We could also be getting more interactive widgets. Like, we have these widgets right here, like, basic widgets, like for the news. For here, we can put but I'm talking about interactive widgets. Like, I'm not expecting much, but I am expecting that maybe they'll have widgets for the lock screen, like maybe you can pass through more songs or go to the next song through your lock screen. Right now, widgets are very basic, and I don't expect a big update in iOS 16, but I do expect that they'll make widgets more interactive to where you can switch to another song from the widget instead of having to go all the way into your app right here and actually having to switch it through there. It would just make life a lot easier. And about the lock screen changes, we could be getting weather on the lock screen and some other cool features on the lock screen, but we'll have to see. This is all speculation at this point. We'll have to see what Apple unveils at Dub or WW. We could also be seeing a way to customize the customization bubbles, notifications. Notifications right now, they're very basic, and they're just not that good. So, as you can see, they have them all stacked up, and yes, they are a lot better than they used to be, but Apple could do a lot more with their notifications, and I think iOS 16 is their actual chance to actually change how notifications look, because right now, like I said, they're very basic, and this is all speculation. So next, we are going to be getting some enhancements to the Messages application. Apparently, Apple is planning on making the Messages application like a social network, like in the way of you can go into a message and you can, they're going to be apparently improving this. Right now, it's very basic, and they're apparently going to be improving the audio aspect of how you use the Messages application. And they're just going to be making some major improvements to how the Messages application works. In addition to the Messages application, we are apparently going to be seeing a major rehaul for not only the Messages, but major applications like the calendar, like music, like the mail application, and many more applications are going to a major redesign and more features. For example, the phone application, the messages application, maybe the app store, the news application, the mail application, the clock application. There's so many apps that can be getting a major rehaul. Apple has so much planned. Apple also leaked that they're making it to where you can mirror your Apple Watch onto your phone. This is a very cool feature for Apple Watches because the Apple Watch can be very small and it's a very small device. So the fact that you'll be able to put your Apple Watch on the screen and literally mirror your Apple Watch amazes me that Apple's working on this. It actually wasn't in the Mark Gurman report, but we could be seeing a major improvement to the notification screen or the actual control center. This is just word on the street and it's not actually confirmed that this is going to be coming, but let's all be honest. We haven't had a major notification center or actual control center update since iOS 7, I think. That is a long time. This is a long time in the making, and we are in need of some major improvements to the control center. Yes, it's fine now, but we need improvements to the notification center or the control center. This next feature is probably going to be an iPhone 14 exclusive. It could come to the iPhone 13 or iPhone 12, but I really doubt it's going to. Car crash detection. So Apple is making a feature, currently working on a feature, where if you have a car crash or you're gonna have a car crash or your iPhone detects that you're in a situation where you might have a car crash, you'll get a notification and it'll actually warn you that you might be in a car crash. Again, this might be for only the iPhone 12s and 13s. I'm not really sure. Now for iPadOS 16. So apparently Mark Gurman is not expecting a major redesign for the iOS 16 or iPadOS, but what he is going to be expecting is a major redesign for, multitasking and how we actually go through apps, especially on iPadOS. Apparently Apple is taking an approach to actually make the iPad more like a computer instead of just iPadOS is basic. Right now, iPadOS is basically just iOS with a different name. So Apple is taking steps this year to make the iPad experience actually like a computer in your pocket. On macOS Big Sur right now, you have universal control. So Apple is going in the direction of making iPadOS more like a computer system or like a computer OS or like a computer that you can take wherever you want, but it's not a computer. For macOS 13. Now, Gurman said he's not expecting many things, but we can expect some more features to make the experience better and just a lot more enjoyable. And then for tvOS, we're not expecting much. Apparently, we're going to be getting more smart home features, but tvOS is capable of a lot more, and I feel like Apple could do a lot more with tvOS, and they're just not doing it. So I hope to see tvOS get some major updates either this year with tvOS 16 or next year with tvOS 17 because it's capable of way more than what Apple is putting in tvOS. As far as my predictions go with iOS 16, I feel like people aren't that excited for iOS 16 and there's not much hype around this update. Many people were very, very disappointed with the iOS 15 update, but iOS 15 brought a lot of good features. It didn't have a major redesign, no, but it brought a lot of good features to iOS, like more improvements, weather application got an update, but this isn't a video on what happened in iOS 16 or iOS 15. I feel like this is when Apple is going to surprise us with many, many features that we are overdue of needing, like a new control center, new notifications, a new lock screen, like new notifications right here, a new lock screen, and many more stuff. Apple is planning so many things and people are just not that excited, and that's when Apple's going to strike with so many new features and so many new improvements that people aren't looking forward to or they're not expecting. As for when iOS 16 Beta 1 will be released for developers, as you can see, it is June 5th right now, a day before DubDub or WWDC. iOS 16 will be released right here on June 6th, 2022, and that is when I will be covering the new beta software of iOS 16 Beta 1. Stay ready here for it on the channel. I cannot wait to cover iOS 16 Beta 1, and I hope you guys can't wait. Drop a like, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and turn on those post notifications to know when I post iOS 16 Beta 1 and everything new in the update. And that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think and what you are expecting for iOS 16 and how excited you are and features that you think might be coming to iOS 16. I'll see you guys tomorrow for iOS 16.